Hey, ain't you supposed to help me try these on?
You need help to put those on?
Yeah. You could be making a lot more money than what you're making up in here if you would just use what you got to get what you want and stop messing with this chump change.
So that clip comes from the movie's Players Club, which I believe came out in the mid-90s. Anyway, apparently Ronnie, the woman in that scene, is online doing cooking videos, and apparently she's getting hate for what she wears while doing it. I don't have any idea. Let's go check out the footage.
For those of you who don't think I have somebody, honey, Shantae's got a man. Hey, he be all eyes on me. My whole, you see my whole print, my entire body print.
He don't like me, but his bitch love me. Got kicked out the house at 14, I was still.
But some of y'all be like, ooh, she too old, she too old. And I just want to know exactly what it is that I'm too old for. I'm too old to be getting up, putting on the robe without a bra in my house and talking shit. I'm too old for that. I think not. I think not. Now, there's a lot of things I'm too old for, but that's not one. I'm too old to go to the prom. I'm too old for that. I am too old to think that I could go to an event after 10 and stay awake. That I'm too old for. Now, that's something I'm too old for. I am definitely too old to go back and forth with somebody that that I could have pushed out the pink, honey. I'm too old for that.
Stand by. Okay, I wanted to check and see how old this woman is. So her actual name is Chrystale Wilson. Chrystale? Is that her real name? Apparently so. She's 54 years old. Okay, because I was trying to figure out what am I watching other than a older woman thirst trapping. And I wouldn't call it thirst trapping, just cooking in a roll without her bra, even though that's a bit of thirst trapping. But then she posted the pictures of her in a bikini. Okay.
And for those who know, no. Let's see. What else am I too old for? It's some things that I'm too old for, but putting on a robe and talking a little trash or, getting a little advice, in my robe, in my house.
Come on now.
Auntie, chill.
What was that other picture that just happened a second ago? Let me move myself out the way. What was that? I have not seen this video, by the way.
Getting a little advice,
She just flashed that 54-year-old cootie catter. Ma'am, I was trying to side with you, Ronnie.
In my robe, in my house. I'm not too old for that. I'm too old to try to have sex more than twice in one day. But
what?
I'll be trying. No, see, the problem is some of us claim old age before we should. And we claim old shit and old behavior before we should, But I want y'all to know that if you have a problem with seeing me in my robe, in my house, you don't have to watch.
And that's a fair point. You don't have to watch her content. I wouldn't even have known that she was doing this or this content existed if someone wouldn't have sent it to me. And also agree that as you get older, that don't mean you have to put one foot into the grave. She's in her mid-50s. She's not 150. I get it, man. But over here at the Do Better podcast, we are honest and we call it like I see it. Still thirst trapping. I ain't mad at you, but let's keep it a buck.
That's the thing.
You just flash your cooch.
That's the thing about this social media. You have a choice. See, when I grew up, we only had about 3 TV stations and a radio that we could listen to.
That's a fact.
So, and we still had a choice. We had a choice then, a limited one. But this day and great right age, you got several choices. That's so beautiful. Thank y'all for listening. How about I didn't learn how to drive till I was 18 years old? Grown. Okay. Did not learn how to drive till I was 18. And a lot of people are surprised by that because I really know how to drive now. And I also learned how to drive on a stick shift. So people are usually really surprised by that, the fact that I could drive a stick shift. I'm talking, I know how to shift the gears, baby. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Then shift down. Fourth, third, second, first. Well, that's first. But anyway, y'all, I already know y'all gonna touch it. I had the taste for something so crazy today.
she's just waiting for that wardrobe malfunction like Janet Jackson in the Super Bowl.
And I was like, and I was tired as I was like, I don't care. I'm going home and I'm fixing what I want. I wanted some macaroni and cheese and a cast iron skillet. I wanted some salmon and I wanted some cabbage. And baby, that's what I made. Let me show y'all what I cooked, because it's good. It's good looking.
What am I watching?
Ooh, baby, look at my mac and cheese. And it looked like cornbread in the skillet, but I wanted that crunchy edge. Baby, look at my salmon double it. Did you see? I don't even know if y'all could see how that came out. I put it in the air fryer, but ooh, I put a glaze on that baby. Now my cabbage gonna look a little burnt, but I did fried cabbage and yeah, I like it like that. I see me all over me a little thick filet little outfit. I know I'm a mess. But I'm in my house. I'm in my house being a mess. Some of us be out in the street like this. But that's all right too. That's you comfortable with it. That's what you like to do. That's what you want to do. Okay. I ain't got nothing to say. Ooh, that feels good. Look at me talking about that feels good. Baby, you get me in the gym, I want to start crying. What's up, you guys? Here I am with some random thoughts. Why is it whenever, like, well, not all of y'all, but some of y'all feel like when a woman, you know, is just free and confident and, you know, she just is comfortable with herself and whatever it is, y'all call it thirst trapping?
Yes.
Or y'all call it like, or y'all say, "Ooh, I know she can't have her man. I know that her man ain't letting her be around like that." Let me water my plants.
Or free-spirited 304s. That's kind of what it is more than anything. Definitely getting those vibes from her. And can you send me a salmon plate? Please.
I'm sorry you guys feel that way. And let me say this. I do understand for some of y'all who, you know, if you're the type of man who you need to have your woman be a certain way, demure, soft, wrapped up, clothed up, covered up, have her hair a certain way, have her, you know, nails a certain way. I get it. I respect that. I respect your decision for who you want your partner to be. And it is obvious your partner would not be me.
No.
And I get that because I got a certain man that I want too. Like, I want a man who has great hygiene. Like, that's so important to me. I want a man who wears his pants pulled up on him, not all the way up, like that's too much. But I have things that I like to, you know, but I also want my man to have a little swag. I want people to stop and take a look, you know. So I was having a conversation with who I'm seeing.
You know what this reminds me of?
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
If this ain't a Wednesday night Kendra G caller.
And I'm so thankful and grateful for him because he's a secure person and he lets me be myself. And that is very important, you guys. It's very important because when I have to start trying to overthink who I am, to who I got to show up as, for somebody to be happy with me, I'm going to be unhappy, and that's not going to work for me.
That's the end of the clip? Okay. Look, I'm not mad at her. Let's keep it a buck. Ma'am, you're thirst trapping out here for some likes and views. I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. You're a grown-ass woman, do you? Be the free-spirited 304 that Godzilla intended you to be. Who am I to judge? As she said in another clip, she got a man, too, who let her do what she do. Hey, more power to you. More than likely one of those dudes, a bait-ish, that really doesn't have a standard, but hey, more power to you. What you guys think? Do you guys think that what she's doing is inappropriate? Because she seemed like that's what sparked this, when she was getting a lot of comments saying, you too old to be out here like that. In my opinion, thirst trapping. But y'all let me know in the comments. Do better, squadron. Ball out.